Hey guys, it's Clary Berry. I'm here today to bring to you the Divine Feminine reading. This could be the Divine Feminine inside of your own self or inside of your relationship. So be sure and use both of those, even though our natural inclination is to kind of always look at the other person. That's what this is all about. You know, this whole channel is all about, and all the shadow work is really about being real, being real with yourself and, you know, doing what needs to be done. So, hopefully my voice is okay. I got stung by some bees on the ear, and it kind of swelled up and had to kind of drain out. So, sucky, but I made it through. Hopefully this week is going good for you. I feel like we're kind of sticking to some of our idealism, you know, in our consciousness. We're really using that, which we need to. Okay, but there's always that beware of not taking it to the extreme and getting, you know, cocky about your selflessness, if that makes sense, or like your spirituality, or about, you know, your giving back and things like that, because those things are important, but it is important to do them, you know, for the right reasons, for your kind of your inner health and your outer health. Okay, we're definitely in a process of letting go, and a lot of it is just letting go of who we are, who we thought we were, letting go of the sides that are of ourselves that are not, you know, being generous and kind and compassionate. But mostly that's going to be first and foremost with ourselves. Okay, where are you judging, but judging yourself too harshly? Where are you, you know, not giving enough to yourself? Okay, and that's a really good thing you can do with shadow work when you're looking at your person. You know, what do I wish they were doing more of? And then what's the answer? Okay, well, how am I doing that somewhere? And it doesn't even have to be in the same relationship. Sometimes I'll notice that with my twin flame, he's doing something that I don't like. And then when I do shadow work, it's like I don't find anything that I'm doing to him. But when I do the shadow work, I find that I'm doing that same thing to someone else. Okay. And again, you've got to be good to yourself too. You can't just be like saving the world, you know, and then leaving yourself for last. That's not going to cut it anymore. We've got to let go of that behavior. Okay. So what else? So our relationship, it's obvious that it's changing. It's obvious it's on the move here. And, you know, we're going to greener pastures, you know, and brighter days, even though it may not feel like that. And there may be, you know, kind of like this sense that we've got to get through, you know, this harsh period before we can have our connection that we want. And again, I want this all to be really about being real. Real. Okay? Again, there's kind of this minimalistic, we need to really understand why we're doing things. I think before we were just doing things willy-nilly. Now our energy has to be focused because of all of the, you know, the obstacles out there right now, all of the upsets and all of this stuff. And with Mercury retrograde coming back soon, I mean, you guys, it's going to be communication, just, you know, just like your normal Mercury retrograde, but now it's with all these other retrogrades and, you know, plans. It's like, let go of your idea to control things here, because nobody's in that stage. Even if they fake it and look like they are, they're not. We're all rolling with the punches. And it's kind of like maneuver, and it's like, here's the energy. If you're on a boat, a big boat, and, you know, you got to repair, but, you know, you got to get out of there. You got to do your repairs on the road. Okay, so it may be unconventional, not how you're used to repairing your boat, but you've got to do it. You've got to make it happen. You've got to keep going. Okay? But the great part is, if we truly focus on, I think, what is important, and if we truly focus on the holistic law of attraction and what we want for this relationship, and don't allow the things that you don't want to get in the way. Just literally, we need to be really almost selfish about our time that we spend visualizing where we want this relationship to go. Okay? Just visualize it every day. and why, you know? Again, you got to be really real with yourself. The things you used to let yourself get away with without questioning, now you're going to ask those hard questions and make sure, you know, that all of this mental energy is lined up in alignment with what you want. Okay? You understand the process of the holistic law of attraction. It keeps coming through, and this is really, really big right now. Okay, let's go ahead and see what our energy is with and for our person. Okay, so it'll be mental and emotional. Okay, so it's like kind of like you feel, you definitely, when you look at your person, I think you definitely know that there's a lot of passion there, you know, and it's a healing. It's like, it's almost like you want to be gentle with them while they're healing. Okay. It's almost like you want to kind of give them space to get used to the new you. And you guys, this takes a while. This really does take a while. When divine feminine finally decides to start treating herself right, putting herself first, losing the codependent energy. So she's acting in this new way that, guess what? Divine masculine is not accustomed to. Okay, it can be confusing for divine masculine. So they might, you know, we may feel like they're holding back. They may just feel stuck. They may just not know how to react. Okay, and it's kind of like that energy of, well, you know, I allowed this behavior for so long that, you know, I was enabling, or, you know, I trained them to treat me this way based on what I accepted. And it's like, again, now that you're not accepting like the crumbs, and now that you're, you know, kind of like sticking up for yourself again, but in this dignified way, you know, guess what? That they've got to get used to it. And there may be kind of that period where they do. Yes. So happiness is coming. This new cycle will bring happiness for their relationship. Okay, it might not happen in the conventional way or any way that we could ever imagine. It's going to be a little bit weird. Keep it weird, okay? But one thing, you know, that I am getting out of this is this energy here of like wanting to make things right, wanting to do things. And it's like divine feminine, you know, a lot of times wants to push. And obviously divine masculine can do the run thing. But I really just want to make a note here, because this is just reminding me of the big no word, the big no word, nagging. It's nagging no more. We do not want to like be portraying ourselves and putting ourselves in the role of like that, almost like a mother, you know, nagging at them, and really understand that it kind of sucks the fun out of everything. So, you know, there is kind of this reminder to lighten up, to, again, that this is finding what your own happiness is, what makes you truly happy on the inside, and following that, finding that, doing that, no matter what, you guys. This is a time where, again, not only your twin flame, but other people probably aren't fully understanding your changes that you're going through right now. And a lot of times, the old us allows, you know, people to act in a certain way. And now that we're, again, changing so much, like our minds are growing, we're just different, okay? We may not be wanting to do the same things with them. You know, there may be like, oh, this feeling, you know, it's almost like we feel like divine masculine, like, doesn't know, you know, what to do with us anymore. You know, like, oh, if we can't do that, can we even hang out? And it's like that energy it's dumb statement, but you've got to kind of wrap your head around it, kind of get through it. And I feel like divine masculine is absolutely in that process. I know this is divine feminine reading, but I mean, the energies are so connected. you can tell what's going on. Okay? It's just that they're getting used to it. So again, for Divine Feminine, understand this is a process. Understand, again, that death card that we had, what you're going through, the changes that are still needing to be enacted. It's going to take all your focus, and you should not be focused on your person and focused all over on them. Okay, especially if they're not focused on you. We don't, again, nag and throw a fit and say, hey, look at me to give me attention. You know, if we're not being given what we need, if our person has to, you know, it's not like ditch them if they're going within, but if they're not paying attention to you, you know, then you need to pay attention to you. And that's, again, that shadow work that we all need to do. So get the program to become a pro about the shadow work. 6 of Cups in reverse on the floor. So again, there's this lighten up. There's this energy of, hey man, I'll be here for you. It's like that kid energy of, we're friends. You know, if we don't want to play together today or this week, then I'm not going to bug about it. Is she going to sit there and say, well, like for a whole week? No, she's going to find other kids to play with. She's going to have fun. She's going to do her art projects, eat her snacks, you know. And yeah, this is what's going to take us somewhere. Again, giving that selfless, that generosity to ourselves first and foremost, which a lot of times I feel like we've been putting ourselves last. We give. We sign up for too many things. We work too hard on everybody else's problems and things. And then at the end of the day, there's just no time left to do our own inner work or to, you know, even pamper yourselves, you know. Look at the ways in which you are missing love or wishing that you could receive love from your person, and figure out how you can give that exact same type of love to yourself. And there's another thing here with this. It's a little bit of mystery, you know, can be good. Okay. So again, divine, you know, it's like we know divine masculine is off healing. We know that somehow. Okay. And that's great. Okay. We know that the relationship is, you know, going through changes. We know that we're turning the bad into the good here. Peace is coming. We know that. We can feel that, even if, you know, we're not right now, we're cognitively, consciously aware of it. But I think our subconscious is aware of it as well. That's why you're here. You want to bring that, you want to bring it back. Okay. It's a good period. It's like we got to get through this meh period, you know, to get to this good period. But it should be about having fun. Again, so we don't want this old naggy energy. Because really, in a way, our partner's changing so much, we don't even know who they are. So if we start nagging based on who we think they are, we're going to be, it's just redundant and make ourselves look silly. So in as much as you're changing right now, understand that your person is changing. Okay? And don't be afraid, you know, to go off on some personal, independent, positive action right now. Okay? That is kind of the energy here with a lot of this Aries stuff. Working on stuff, working on yourself, working on your new identity, working on really anything, again, that really makes you happy, and being truly honest with yourself about what that is, about what really makes you happy. So thanks again, guys. Much love, many blessings. Thanks for all the likes, shares, subscribes, comments, etc. It really helps with the algorithm. You can find me all over social media. I'm just Claryberry. You can find the links at claryberry.com. The personal readings and the program are down below in the description box. Always the most current reading here on YouTube is always going to have the up-to-date prices. And yeah, thanks so much. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.